Hey everyone, and welcome to this edition of Inbound Whiteboard One-Offs. I'm sorry I'm having to use a whiteboard here. Everyone's doing it now in the SEO industry, but it's the best way to get things across, so good job Rand, good job getting it out there. Right, so today we're going to be looking at user intent and kind of where things are going now with on-page SEO. What we're seeing here is that on-page is counting for a lot more than it ever has done before. Certainly the link building style is getting very much more competitive and more complicated to do, whereas with the on-page, it's all yours. You have complete control over what you do with it, so make it as best as you can, use best practices, but go a bit further, which I'm going to show you today. So just to start off with then, with the on-page stuff that we've seen in the past, and good SEO practice, nothing particularly exciting, title elements, keywords and URLs, H1s, H2s, H3s. I don't think anyone goes any further than that. Alt tags on your images, that kind of thing. Maybe have your address in the sidebar. Maybe have like a news feed as well. Just keep it a bit fresh. In fact, you also get a lot of people now linking out to other sites at the bottom of their content. I saw a while ago looking at like a mobile phone repair company, and they kind of just linked out to a Wikipedia page at the bottom of the article just to talk about mobile phones, which was clearly kind of like just forced, and it looked terrible, and they weren't ranking particularly well. I'm not sure how I found them actually, but anyway, this is the old SEO. This is the old on-page SEO. What we're looking at now is much more about user intent, the idea that a user searches for something and they are looking for a wide range of things. Like if they just search for something like cakes, they could be looking for birthday cakes, they could be looking for wedding cakes, they could be looking for all sorts of different types of cake, and if you just have one page about one type of cake, you're not going to rank for cakes. It's as simple as that. And we're seeing this become more and more important now. So looking at the user intent side of things on this side, ignore the dashes. That's just to kind of show this is the new way of SEO. So we're looking at similar kind of things, right? We've got H1s, H2s, H3s, URLs and title elements. They're all very important. However, things that you can go further in doing, and I'll come on to user intent, but in terms of improving what we've just seen, things like compressing your images. Images rank better if they're compressed. They also reduce load speed time, and they rank better in image search even. So compress your image in Photoshop, save it as a JPEG, compress it by about 50%, that kind of thing really helps cut file sizes, make pages load faster, that sort of thing. So keep your images smaller, add video, but people say add video all the time, but what you should also be doing is adding video sitemaps, telling Google, these are all the videos on my site. It then tells them where they are, what URLs they are, descriptions about them, but also then has those videos appearing in search results, which is a much better way of getting click-throughs, and also just makes your content generally more engaging. You also have these kind of links that a lot of people are doing, just kind of links to anything on the site, just pointing kind of anywhere just about relevant things, but in this instance you really want to make it specific to this page. So if it's about cakes, you want to have relevant links. This could be in the main navigation, this could be on the sidebar, but you want these to be pointing out to a huge resource on your own site that people can then explore and get more information about. Don't try and force them down some sales funnel straight away. Give relevant information. Link out to dozens of other pages all about the same kind of thing, but just expanding on areas which you couldn't do in one page. You can't have every bit of information about cakes on one single page, so why not just kind of send them elsewhere? Google loves this sort of thing now. It's all about user intent. It's all about giving users choice. And also think about markup. Just looked at addresses on this side. You can throw an address on, but why not mark it up with schema markup, microdata? Why not just say to Google, this is actually an address, look, this is the postcode, this is the locality, all these things. And you can go further with taking this example here, which is a hotel review site. So you might have like a comparison table for your hotels. Here we've got a list of them, and you could just list them off. You could just have a load of links pointing out to your affiliate, your partner sites, and just try to push people through. But that's not really what Google wants to see anymore. Affiliate sites have to be more substantial. They need to not be thin content anymore. So in this case, why not link out to your reviews of these hotels? Why not send them on to pages with more information about the hotels? Nothing to do with cakes, obviously, so we're kind of mixing things up here. But certainly always look at moving, letting people explore further into more detail rather than just trying to squeeze everything on one page and ending up doing a pretty bad job of it. So the big thing here then is user intent. Just make sure that your pages now go beyond this kind of SEO where it's just, just standard best practices, heard them back sort of 2004 onwards, this kind of stuff started coming out. And for a lot of people it hasn't changed, but now it's much more, if you want to get it right, you have full control over being able to do this. So really consider it. Start thinking about user intent, start thinking about providing fresh, relevant content and resources as well. Really important. So anyway, I hope you've taken something away from that, and I will see you again in the next whiteboard whenever video. Thanks very much.